Hey, Rocco, welcome, man. We saw the video on the Clippers Twitter account. You got a chance to see PG and a lot of the guys. Have you had a chance to talk to Kawhi yet? And if so, what was that conversation like?
No, I haven't gotten a chance to talk to him yet. But looking forward to meeting everybody. It's been a quick turnaround, so getting used to everyone and seeing all the new faces and everything. Once we be able to see everyone, it'll be a good transition, and I'm excited for that.
And on that point, how excited are you to get alongside those two guys, Kawhi and PG, when they do eventually come back, whether this year or next?
Beyond excited. It's going to make us, more dynamic than what we already are, and it's going to be scary defensively.
Robert, welcome to LA. First of all, what was your initial reaction to the trade? I mean, did you think you'd be traded by the deadline, and then how did you react to the trade?
I mean, I knew something was going to happen. But, just a matter of where. Initially it was a shock, because Clippers, I did not think I was going to be coming this way. I thought it was more I'd be going, on the East Coast. But the opportunity is new, and, I've embraced it. It was, like I said, it was just an initial shocker. And like I said, it was here we go again. New opportunity, go in, do what I do best, and, just embrace it. And, the dynamics, I know a lot of guys over here, so just bringing it in and, new opportunity, new team. I'm still going to bring that same energy, same dynamicness, and, same defensive mentality here. And it's just going to add on to what these guys already have.
We talked to Lawrence Frank yesterday, and he was talking about how, you can never have too many wings on this team. You guys have a bunch of guys who play the small ball five, like you, Nico, Marcus. Just how do you see that kind of working on a night-to-night basis where, some guys might not play as much, but you guys just have so much versatility at that wing position?
That you said exactly that. So much versatility. We can throw different matchups and, guys can guard so many different people on the court that it's going to make, it's a problem for the other team. So, us moving forward and, once we get everybody back healthy, it's just going to make everything more scary, like I said.
What's up, Rob? Law Murray at The Athletic. Good to see you. And first, I remember when you was in Philly and you was playing primarily the three, primarily small forward. And since then, teams have kind of expanded your role, if you will, playing more as a big, a four, sometimes even a five, like in Houston. Where do you kind of see yourself fitting in, playing like each one of those was like, what's the difference to you basically?
The game has changed. The way that the game has evolved since that time has, a lot of teams have won. I think Golden State started it first. So the way that a lot of teams are playing now is, you got small forwards playing fours, you got power forwards playing fives. So, it's just being utilized, wherever. I can guard pretty much 1 through 5. So, for me, there's no matchup that, scares me. So for a lot of guys in this team, we can all do a lot of different things. We can all guard 1 through 5. And, once everyone gets healthy, it's going to allow us to, be very scary defensively. It's going to be hard to find, a matchup to where people can sit up here and pick on, with such versatility. And you're going to have a lot of, tall defenders. So the amount of space that can be covered and the amount of ground is going to, close the gaps and close windows for a lot of teams.
Been traded as many times as you have. Is there ever a scenario where you look at who the player
another guy that can guard, 1 through 5 that can do a lot, space the floor and, just make plays. It's a prime example tonight. A lot of hustle plays and just, doing the little things. And that's all that matters. I don't care about the praise or any of that nature. I just want to win. And, I'm going to do whatever it takes. And that's my mentality. So, I've never been cared about what people compare me to or anything. Is because I just know I'm going to do my job on the court.
Hey, Rob. You came here with Norm. When you ended up in Minnesota, I believe you went there with Dario. Getting traded somewhere, but alongside a teammate from your past team, does that kind of help you get acclimated to a new spot a little bit?
Yes and no. Because we go in, get traded together doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be utilized or any of that nature the same way. So it's really just, what the team has ideally for you, and these players differently. So, I went in, coming in when I first got traded to Minnesota, Dario didn't play much, but my first game, I think I played like 41 minutes and didn't know nothing out there, but I was just being myself. So, you never know the familiarity with it. Just it's different for every team. And, no matter what happens, it's just, you got to take it as a new opportunity and embrace it, because if you don't, you can.
Even during the league, and how have you kind of learned to adapt to it in that time?
You don't see too many traditional fives anymore. It's hard for a lot of bigs to, stay on the floor in a lot of situations because of who they're guarding. And when you have a lot of teams that can put 5 people out there that space the floor, it takes the big out of their natural position, because a lot of times they're taught to help at the rim. And when you drive and kick, when the big helps from, that natural presence, it allows to create open shots, and, you create a lot more opportunities. So, like I said, I think Golden State started that, with moving Draymond to the 5 and, bringing Iggy into the starting lineup, and, just adding that versatility. It exploits a lot of people. And, for me, when I went to Houston, it was just, that same situation. It went from statistically, Russ game transformed during that time when I was there, compared to when, Clint was there. It opened up the lane and allowed him to, really get to the rim. And so for me, it created a lot of open shots for me. It created a lot of open shots for other guys as well, and just the ball movement overall. So, that's the dynamicness of, going smaller, but it creates more opportunities, and it actually puts a lot of bigs in bad spacing and exploits them a lot.
Hey, what's up, man? Wanted to ask you a little off-topic question. I know, during your summers, you're in Tennessee working out, and you've been kind of a mentor to Darius Garland and him getting an All-Star, bid. How was that? And then also working with Jamal down there. And did you talk to Garland when he became an All-Star? Did you get? I
haven't gotten a chance to talk to him personally and over the phone, but in our group chat that we have, we've all, given him the praise because we've watched him put in the work, from beating up on him all from when he was in high school, and, him at Vanderbilt, and, watching his game evolve, over the past 6-7 years. Kid is phenomenal. And, for him to be in his second year, to be an All-Star, that's phenomenal. And, like I said, I've witnessed him, transform into who he is today. And we told him that, as long as you keep working and the right opportunity comes, it'll show. And he's done a phenomenal job with that team, and, they're rolling. They're playing pretty well.
Robert, did you follow along these big comebacks that go?
But they want to, I think they like that a little bit, but it's just digging deep and, not going out with, not laying down, not throwing the white towel. And, that's what the mentality is of these guys here. And, I'm glad that I can be a part of it now. And, I've always been that, it ain't over till it's over. And, it's just watching them over the last, I watched the highlights, a few of them, and it's just man, they didn't give up. It's 10, 11 stops in a row, and, coming out and making the right play and making the right read, and, basically tearing the defense apart, and, getting back to the game and watching the other team be upset because you watching a lead dwindle. People think that, oh man, now I can sit down and relax, and, I could just rest the rest of the game, and then you look up, you're only up 10 or 8 points, or a double-digit lead is cut in half, and, it's just slowly. So for them, yes, I've definitely kept in tune with that a little bit, and to me, it amazed me in a lot of ways. It just showed that about not giving up.
Having played this team 4 times this year, what was the most frustrating part about them?
Never stop. The physicality, they just kept finding ways to, beat up on you. And, the first couple games, it was back and forth. And then, we came here, did shoot the ball well. And, it's just the physicality just was unmatched. And, it kind of set the tone. It set the tone defensively, and we was never able to respond back then. And like I said, I seen a lot. I seen a lot with them, and just the way they play is very similar. Chauncey came over here from last year, do a lot of the same things, but it's just the personnel is different.